Hello, Michael Bull here with the Commercial Real Estate Show. We're in New Orleans at the 2014 National Association of Realtors Annual Conference, and we have Sam Rosen here with Desktime. And Desktime, tell us about Desktime. Who's it for and what's it do?
So Desktime is an online marketplace. It connects freelancers, short-term workers, folks that are looking for flexible space by the day, the week, month to month, with shadow inventory. So commercial space that's out in the market that's being underutilized, and where a marketplace allows people to find that space and transact in that space. If you're a business owner or you have a client, they can take that empty space that's under lease and typically just sitting there, and they can monetize it. We do the billing, the scheduling, and we help you find people to use it.
Okay, that's excellent. So what size space? So could it be a single office to up to 10,000 square feet?
Yeah, we have, I think our biggest space is about 65,000 square feet. It's a dedicated co-working space. And then we have spaces that literally have one or two extra desks that are just open. Private offices are pretty popular, so like especially in Chicago where we're based out of, 3 to 4 person offices, we get a lot of those as well in conference rooms.
Okay, so it's a business to business product, right?
Absolutely.
And so I can lease XX space by putting it on your site.
Yep.
And then who pays you guys?
So, a freelancer, a short-term worker saying, I need a space, I need for 3 months, I'm looking for a place, close to the city that is open on weekends. I find that space. I communicate through our platform with the business that has the space and decide, hey, is this the right fit for me? Is this somebody I want to share my space with? And when you're ready to make a move, you click a button. Our system automates the transaction. The payment is direct between you and the tenant, and we just take a fee for our finder's fee for our services.
Okay, and that makes it pretty easy then. You don't have to worry about the financial end of it. And what about vetting the landlord or vetting the tenant? Is there anything that kind of helps Match.com these folks at all?
Yeah, so you can search property by different, things. I can search weekend access, location, stuff like that. Every person that's going to be using your space can have their credit card on file, right? They're going to pay up front, and you get the chance to talk to them. So the same way when you vet a new vendor or somebody to your team, you get to know them, and that's how you can vet folks through Desktime right now.
Okay, and most of the time when I think about temporary space or small space, I think of executive suites, and some of those are typically, I think of them are in Class A. They're expensive, and they kind of are what they are. Is there more flexibility in what the offerings that you guys have?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a really wide array of space. So we have very executive-centric space. If you're looking for that type of environment, you're looking for a receptionist, you're looking for specific services, we have spaces like that. And then we have things completely on the other side of the aisle. So we have, very startup-oriented spaces that have, hammocks and bean bags. And, the beauty of us compared to, a traditional executive office space provider, because we work with other people's space, we have a really wide variety of different types of locations, different types of styles, and different types of pricing.
Okay, so let's say I'm a broker and I'm a tenant rep and I have some people that looking for space, but it's really too small for me to handle. And how can you help me as a tenant rep?
I love that you asked that question. So we are working with tenant reps in a really wonderful way. So like you said, we find that most brokers get leads on a weekly basis that they can't touch. Not because they don't want to, but because it's just not economically viable. So when they get those opportunities, right now they're throwing them away. And what we do is we work with brokerages, and they will send their referrals to us instead and say, hey, this is Sam from Desktime. He has the best grip of inventory in Chicago. And we'll work with them. We'll help them find a fantastic space. You're a hero because you answered their call and you actually provided a service to them. And then we will give you reporting back on a monthly basis that says, hey, that guy who needed 4 desks, he just took his 8th. He just took his 16th. And you're going to be the first person who knows that this is a good opportunity and you can swoop them up before your competition.
Well, that's fantastic. And also, I guess if I have a client who is leasing 20,000 square feet, but today they only need 15, can you help me out there and help out my client?
Yeah, not only can we help you and help your client, but we can actually put a little extra money in your pocket. So, you have a client that is going big because they're expecting huge growth. You have a client that just found a space that's more than they need, but they really want it. Or you have a client that's having issues. They have cash flow issues or they need help. You connect them with us. We work with them. We'll help them photograph the space. We'll help them price it. We'll help them write a description. It's absolutely free to do all that stuff. And then when somebody comes in the front door and says, I'll give you a couple $1,000s for that private office that's sitting empty, we split part of our commission with you guys. So you make a little recurring passive revenue, provide an extra service, and yeah, it's a good win-win.
That sounds great. So if you want more information and you're at the convention, you can come by. You guys have a booth here, right?
Yes.
And then also, what's your website if people want to check it out?
It's desktimeapp.com, and I'm Sam, and sam@desktimeapp.com, and anyone can reach out to me. I'm happy to answer more questions.
All right, Sam, thanks for joining us. Have a good convention here today.
Thank you, sir.
Michael Bull, Commercial Real Estate Show 2014 National Association of Realtors Annual Conference. The Commercial Real Estate Show is brought to you by Bull Realty Commercial Brokerage, a great place to do business. Visit bullrealty.com. RealNex, a comprehensive suite of powerful commercial real estate tools at an incredibly low price. Visit realnex.com. That's RealNex. Sozo Web Hosting and Cloud Solutions. Secure, reliable, and worry-free. Visit sozo.com. That's SOZO.com. FIU, Florida International University. Earn your master's in real estate online in as little as 10 months. Visit FIUonline.com. And by France Media, providing exposure to the world of commercial real estate. Visit francemediainc.com. For more information on these great companies or for additional podcasts, videos, or blogs, visit creshow.com.